have a UC.
Ms. Crockett from Texas is recognized for UC.
Thank you so much. Donald Trump's approval rating implodes on his strongest issue. This is from Newsweek today. It says 40% of people approve of Trump's handling of immigration and border security, while 60% disapprove.
Without objection,
That is a
admitted.
net drop
Now I
to
recognize the
negative
gentleman
20.
from California, Mr. Lieu.
Pause right here, because this is where the hearing shifts from political theater to potential criminal exposure. What you're about to see isn't just a heated exchange. It's an accusation that goes straight to how the Justice Department decides who gets investigated and who doesn't. Pay close attention to the wording. Every sentence here matters.
Thank you, Attorney General Bondi, for being here today. I'm going to show you two photos.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you two photos of former Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. Under the law Congress passed, you are allowed to redact photos to protect the victims of Epstein's sex trafficking operation. You redacted the photos of this victim's face because you were following the congressional law. Is that correct?
I'm sorry that we redacted the victim's
Because you were
face.
following the congressional law, correct?
Yes.
This is a critical legal moment. Redacting a victim's identity is required under federal law, but that protection does not extend to shielding alleged perpetrators. The question being raised here is whether victim protection rules were used properly or strategically.
Okay. You have now established that please put the photos back up, that we are looking at a sex trafficking victim. Under the Federal Victims Trafficking Protection Act, not only is Jeffrey Epstein guilty, but anyone who patronizes Epstein's sex operation is also guilty of a crime. That's why I find it absolutely despicable that you sought to protect Epstein's clients, like former Prince Andrew. Last July, you closed the case on Epstein's abusers. The July 2025 memo from your Department of Justice stated, quote, "We did not uncover evidence that could predicate."
That DOJ memo is doing a lot of work, and that's exactly why it's under fire. No evidence to predicate an investigation doesn't mean innocence. It means the department chose not to move forward. And legally speaking, that distinction is massive.
An investigation against uncharged third parties. These two photos, please put the photos back up. These two photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against former Prince Andrew. So I ask you, Attorney General Pam Bondi, why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland these questions when he was Attorney General and set before
I agree with you.
You twice.
I've been claiming my time.
Never
I agree
mentioned-
with you. I agree with you. During
You not hear
the Biden administration, I called for people looking at Epstein files. Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill Barr, as did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures. But you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite.
Notice what's happening here. Responsibility is being passed down the line. Barr, Garland, Acosta. But the argument being made is simple. Past failures don't excuse present inaction. The power to reopen cases exists. The question is, why hasn't it been used?
You're protecting them. So I want to move on to another man.
Can I answer
Donald
that?
Trump.
though?
I want to move on to another
Can I
question.
answer your question about protecting?
You answered the question.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss another man, Donald Trump, who is all over the Epstein files. Like former Prince. Here's a video.
This is where things escalate. We're moving from historical accountability to a sitting political figure, and that changes everything. Ask yourself, if the standard is no evidence, Who decides what evidence is even worth examining?
Like former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files.
I'm reclaiming my time. I got your answer. You said there's no evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman, please stop the clock.
Stop the clock. Legislation.
Time.
This is
Time.
this is
Time
ridiculous.
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath, and this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop a limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off. Officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation. And as we say here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims.
No matter where you land politically, this is the unresolved core of the Epstein scandal. Hundreds of victims, documented associations, sworn testimony, and almost no prosecutions. Is this a failure of evidence or a failure of will? Drop your thoughts below.
And you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing concludes.
The gentleman has expired.
May I respond?
Yeah, I don't know how you respond. No one can.
I did not ask a
respond.
question.
He doesn't
You're
want
allowed
to talk
to.
about
I did not
the
ask a
horrific crime in California. He does not want to talk
I
about
did not ask a
crime
question.
in his
You
state.
can't just
Madam
answer
Attorney
this.
General.
I did not ask a question.
Meeting will be in order. Gentleman has yielded back his time. I think our next witness will be